Hello guys, Mario and Sonic for the win here, back again to bring you guys a monthly pickup video as my 100th video on YouTube. It's awesome to finally reach that. For the month of March and the very beginning of April. So I got quite a lot of stuff here, so we're going to need to get right into it. And we're going to start with the games first. Okay, so the first game that I picked up in March was BioShock Infinite for the PS3. Now this is the premium edition. I kinda wished I got the Ultimate Songbird edition, but I'm gonna get the statue anyway, so it doesn't matter. But this game, guys, is incredible. It's swiftly becoming one of my favorite games I've ever played. I'm just absolutely captivated and in love with everything this game has. The colors are great, the environment of Columbia is awesome, the characters are so lovable, the gameplay is so addictive. BioShock Infinite is just a great game, and don't even get me started on the ending. This is fantastic. If you don't have it, pick it up now. Now. Pause the video and go get it. Okay, so the second game that I picked up was Far Cry 3 for the PS3. I always wanted this game, and I kind of love the whole island survivor kind of thing. I think that's really cool, and the story and characters are really good, preferably Vaas. He is amazing. The voice work by Michael Mando is incredible, probably the most realistic character I've seen in a video game ever. I absolutely am in love with this character. He's awesome. But this is a really cool game, guys. If you like the survival, first-person shooter, definitely pick this up. My first Far Cry game. Now, if you guys saw my last video, you guys saw that it was a Defiance Ultimate GameStop Edition unboxing, but right, I just got the game right here. And I don't know, I'm a little disappointed with it. I am a big fan of MMOs, but for some reason, something about this just doesn't strike me as too fun. I don't really know what it is, but I mean, I might have to put more time into it, but it does seem that it does try to rip off Borderlands quite a bit. I mean, they call you Ark Hunter too, so how similar is that to Vault Hunter? I don't know, maybe I'm being unfair. Ugh. Also guys, for the Nintendo 3DS, I picked up Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Now, I'm absolutely in love with the original Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo GameCube, and I don't know what the problem was with that one, but some people didn't like it. I thought it was great, and this one is absolutely no exception. The whimsical feel is there, and I just love every minute I spend with this. The mission base actually makes it more fun to play in short bursts, and the multiplayer is definitely great. The graphics are awesome, and the gameplay is practically the same as the original, so everything about this screams awesome. This is a great 3DS title, guys. Very fun to play. Okay, so the next two games that I picked up were both Game Boy Advance games, and they are both complete in box. I've been trying to expand my game collection in general, so I just went with some Game Boy Advance games, and they're both Mario games. This is Mario Pinball Land, obviously for the Game Boy Advance. It's complete in box, everything, all the original inserts. Very, very cool. Now, this is just an arcade pinball game, but it has a Mario twist to it, so I'm sure it's great. And the graphics are actually really cool on this one, so I have yet to try it, but how bad can it be? Now, the other game that I picked up for the GBA is Mario Kart Super Circuit. Now, I would compare this probably the most to Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, and I actually have played this. It's pretty good for Game Boy Advance, definitely, and I made sure not to get the Player's Choice version of the box, so very nice. The box is in great condition, and this is complete as well. Okay, so those were the only games I picked up. Now we're going to get into the books, which is mainly quite a bit of strategy guides. I don't know why I got so many. One of the strategy guides I picked up in this time period was the official strategy guide for Far Cry 3. Now, as always, this isn't completely necessary, but it has, you know, I'll try to get one with each of the games that I get. And this has really cool artwork in it, a lot of the character bios, and just basically like a list of all the enemies so you complete your things and how all the items you can create. So this is just very in-depth, very nice. Now I also picked up the BioShock Infinite Limited Edition hardcover strategy guide with the awesome picture of the Songbird on the front and the BioShock Infinite logo. And then on the back you have the awesome cartoon style, you know, plasmid advertising kind of cartoon style. And I still also have the packaging for the birdcage keychain key, and that's very cool. I'm going to keep that like that, and this is a great guide, guys. I kind of want to get the regular version too. I don't know why, but yeah, great guide. Now, another strategy guide I picked up was the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon strategy guide. Another very great guide by Prima, and I love how they did the cover art for that. But this one includes a poster as well, and this is definitely going to come in handy when I'm trying to find all those hidden gems and all the little secrets that Luigi's Mansion is known for, so that's very cool. Now this next one means quite a bit to me, and it's a very old strategy guide, and it is actually the Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars strategy guide. Now this thing is in almost perfect condition, like it was just printed yesterday, but this thing means so much to me because this is one of my favorite games of all time. Basically got me into the RPG genre, which is probably one of my favorites, and I just love this game. I've probably beaten it over 10 times. I love it that much. And it just has great artwork. I love the little vintage feel it has. And, you know, just a great guide and awesome to have since Mario RPG has little to no merchandise at all. And if it is, it's like $500. So this is really cool to have and in such great condition. Now these next couple I've actually noticed are all vintage guides almost. This one is for Mario Party 2. And of course, you don't ever need a guide for a Mario Party game, but this was on Amazon for like 10 bucks, so I really couldn't pass it up, and it's in great condition also. It still has the poster also included, and this is by Brady Games, and this is just a really nice guide. Really cool to add to your collection, honestly. Just cool to pick up. Now, the next guide I picked up was also Paper Mario, which is also for the N64, the very original Paper Mario. And this is the one by Brady Games. There's also one by Prima and Nintendo Power, I believe. And this is just a very good guide also. You know, very old. Actually, not really, but very nice. And still has the poster as well, which I might frame and hang up because the original cover of this game has some awesome artwork. The second to last one I got was the Donkey Kong 64 Perfect Guide by Versus Games. Now this also is definitely in my top 10 favorite N64 games. Really one of my favorite Donkey Kong games, if not my favorite. I just love the platforming in this game. The graphics are great. You actually need the expansion pack, which was very cool. And it's just an awesome game. I love that you can play as all the Kongs, and this is a very nice guide, basically in mint condition, which also includes the poster. And my favorite is Chunky Kong, all the way. Chunky and Lanky Kong. Now the very last one that I picked up, I really don't know why I did. I found it at a yard sale for about $2, and it is an atrocity, I'm warning you. The Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts Strategy Guide. I actually have this game, and it is a disgrace to mankind. But, you know, I figured I'd add it to my collection since it was only like $2. It's not in the greatest condition, but since it was so cheap, really couldn't pass it up. Let's just not talk about this game. Okay, before I go any further into the figures and plushies, which a lot of plushies by the way, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. And if you guys ever saw in my other videos, I actually have some cool 3D puzzles by Visual Echo, and I got one for Easter, and is the Mario Power Tennis one, which is really cool because this is one that I don't have, so. You know, in the series, there's Mario Party, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Super Princess Peach, and all other kinds, but this is just another one, and really cool to have. Okay, so we're gonna save the figure for last because it's something that I've been the most excited about in quite a while, and I hope you guys will be too. We're gonna get into plushies right now, and there's a lot of them I'm warning you. Alright, so the first plush that I picked up is, if you guys saw my last pickups video, you'll notice that I got the Conker plush. And the one I was telling you about was this one. This is the talking one. He actually still has his voice box in.
Why is it everybody so offensive around here?
But this guy is awesome. This is actually my favorite variant. I love the cigar. I love how awesome this looks. And this also still has his tag as well. And I like the leather on the boots. This is just an awesome plush to have in your collection, guys. If you can find it, definitely get it. Now the next one I actually saw in a video of Pete Doors, and it was in his VV plush collection video, and it is this VV plush from Final Fantasy. I love all the cloth that was used on this. This is just really cool. Definitely just an awesome thing to have because I don't have much Final Fantasy merchandise, but this is really cool to have. Vivi's one of my favorite characters. Now we're gonna get the Sonic one out of the way because the rest of them are all Mario plushie. The one Sonic plush that I did pick up was from 1992, I believe, and I got it from the Philippines, but it is very old, kind of odd looking, honestly, but, you know, I don't know if it's rare or not. I just figured it'd be very cool to add something old in my collection, so that's what I thought about this guy. I don't know, he's pretty cool. Now, the first Mario plush that I got was from 1986. I stand corrected, it was from 1982, and it is this Donkey Kong plush. Tell me this is not awesome. Look at his little face. But I love the Donkey Kong patch on his stomach. It's awesome. This guy's in almost perfect condition. I had to clean him up a little bit when he came. He had something on his face. But this guy otherwise is in perfect condition, and it's just an awesome vintage collectible to have. Now again, if you watched my other monthly pickup video, you guys might have noticed that I got the N64 collectibles plushies, and I had the other one waiting in the mail. I got that. So this set included Luigi. This one's awesome. And these all still have their tags also, which is great. And these are all bean baggy baby things. I don't know. They're awesome. It also included Toad, which is one of the more famous Toad plushies, even though it's kind of rare, I guess. But I love how they did the spots, how they all vary in size. I think that's really cool. We also have Wario with his big pink nose. And there's his tag. This one's awesome, although his body doesn't look fat enough. And possibly my favorite that came with it was the Diddy Kong. This one just looks so awesome. And there's his tag. I know that they also released a blue-eyed variant of the Diddy Kong, but I got the black-eyed one, which I'm fine with, but I have very little Diddy Kong merchandise, so it's really cool to have this. Now, the very last plush I picked up was also a vintage plush, and is the 1989 Applause Mario. Yes, this guy kind of arrived in rough condition, but as you can see, I fixed him up. He looks basically brand new now, which is awesome. But, you know, a lot of people hate this guy for obvious reasons. His face is pretty oddly shaped. But I actually really like it. The vintage thing really works for me. And I don't know. I also, since he didn't come with the original hat, I got the hat off of my cousin's Mario plush. And you know, it kind of fits. There you go, look at that. Doesn't look too bad either. Awesome plush. Got it for like $9. Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. The one, well I got two, but the one action figure you guys have been waiting for. I'll give you a hint. It's Sonic related. And it's semi-old. And it's something that I've wanted for quite a while. Okay, let's get to it. It's none other than the Sonic Rosaurus Amy Rose figure. Now, it took a lot of digging and almost years of searching for this to get an official one for a decent price, because all that's on there is the bootleg ones, you know, without anything, without a hammer, without a box. So I saw this for $60, guys. I had to pick it up. Now, it doesn't come with a sticker, but, you know, the cart is also loose on it, so I'm definitely opening this up, but it's just, it feels so good to finally have this thing, and it's really, really cool. I've wanted this one probably the most out of all of them. Now, the only thing I have left is the Skiing Sonic, which will also be a journey, but this is a great step in completing the Rosaurus collection. And the very last and final thing that I got was the 1997 Taco Bell Yoshi figure. I like this guy. It's just a little kid's meal toy, but very simple and very nice figurine of Yoshi. Alright guys, that does it for my monthly pickups of the month of March and the beginning of April, so I guess I cheated there. But as always, there's always more stuff coming in the mail for me, so there's always going to be a monthly pickups video, guys. And thank you guys for watching my 100th video, and of course, thank you guys for watching this video in general. Please subscribe, thumbs up, do whatever you have to do, guys. Comment, tell me what you guys picked up in the month of March, leave a video response, whatever you want to do. And thank you guys so much.